Diesel here, y'all. What's up? Crack-a-lagging. Happy New Year's Eve. Well, Happy New Year, basically. Tomorrow will be New Year, man. I'm sitting up here chilling, man. I'm on home time right now. Doing what it do now, I mean. And, man, I'm going to tell y'all real quick, man. Your trucks, man. And I really don't harp on a lot of truck issues, but I mean, you know, I need to hold myself accountable to that because I'm a professional driver. Even though I deal with the health and fitness aspects, I still drive trucks and I do flatbed. Monitor y'all trucks, man. Really keep an eye on y'all shit because, man, my APU, real quick. Got up this morning, took my pre-workout and get ready to go do some cardio on some delts, man. Came to my truck, man, to get my pre-workout out of my truck. And my APU wasn't started, it wasn't running, man. And I was like, damn, wonder why, what's up with that? And then I had a message come up on my Qualcomm from Kelly at Prime, man. He sends out messages through everybody, let people know what's going on out here, man. A lot of trucks have been towed because guys aren't putting the antifreeze, the gel in their fuel tanks. Guys, make sure you putting that gel in them fuel tanks, man. Keeping tanks from freezing up your fuel. The fuel that you use, man, it really can't handle this weather. It's really cold, and I mean, it's like the temperatures, man, are brutal now. I mean, shit. It's what some places, man, is -10 and 12, and it's. I'm in Delaware, so it's like 18, 17 degrees, and it's pretty chilly out here, man. So you guys really monitor your vehicles, man. Keep that gel in that fuel tank. One thing I would say also, man, is monitor your bunk heaters, man. If you know, really pay attention to the heaters. It seemed like with my heater, I had a problem. It wasn't putting out air like it's supposed to. It's putting out hot air, but it's not spreading out like it's supposed to, and the reason is because of my curtain. My curtain, I had a little crack at the bottom of it where a seam where air was seeping in there, and it was getting cold. Another thing, and what you got to do, man, is keep that curtain closed so that air can circulate throughout out the back of your cab right there, so you keep a warm truck and stuff. I heard a female Tiffany, man, one of the Diamond Divas for Prime Reefer. She's a lease operator. She was talking about get a small candle and stick that candle in the back. She said that candle would heat the back of that truck up like you would not believe. I said, that's pretty impressive. I thought about just buying me like a little small heater and just keeping it in my truck with my bunk heater when I act stupid. That way I got something to keep me warm, like one of them little heaters you can get from Walmart or Target or something like that. You know, like when your grandma got. That's pretty good. Let me see what else, man. Your tires, man. You notice when you get up in the morning, your tire pressure gauge, it'll start beep, beep, it'll start beeping because the pressure's off. That cold air, man, kind of get the pressure off on your tires. What I like to do, man, is well, last year I had that problem, man, and I was like, damn, is my air pressure low? So I started putting air in the tires, and my man's like, don't do that, man. Just drive that truck slow. Make sure your wheels are turning. And what happens once that rubber warms up in them tires, once that rubber warms up, that pressure will build up back to a normal state. It'll build up to where it's supposed to be and stuff like that. So don't really go pumping air in your tires. Just drive it for about 5 or 10 minutes. Just drive like 45, 55, and then that air pressure will actually build up back to the normal, and that beeping noise and that light will cut off right there. Let me see what else, man. There's something else, man, I wanted to tell you guys also. Is that it? I don't think that's it. I know it's something else, man, I wanted to tell y'all, man. Just especially flatbedders, man. Look, I'm gonna tell you, and one more thing. I'm gonna show you guys my finger, man. It's frostbite. I don't know if you can see it, but it's purple. And I was outside Chicago getting a load of pipes, and my fingers got fucking frostbite, yo. I was like, damn, man, I couldn't even feel my shit, man. I'm like, one thing I'm gonna tell you, when you get frostbite, do not put your hands in heat, like anything hot. Just leave your hands or leave the extremity that's suffering from frostbitten, how you pronounce the shit, man. Keep it at a room temperature and let it get back to its normal stage of sensation and everything, and temperature and everything. Because you put it in that heat, it's painful. It hurts bad, man. I mean, it really, like, because that circulation's trying to connect back. You know what I'm saying? So do not, like what I used to do is take my hands and put them in front of my heater, like in front of my vents. Don't do that, man. Let your hands just the only thing you can, and it burns. It actually has a burning sensation because your body's trying to retain it back its normal state of temperature. your fingers, whatever it is, frostbitten. Let it set at room temperature, man, because that shit, it really hurts when you do that shit. So let it just get on its own right there, if that makes sense. Let me see what else, man, I got going. Just, I mean, you guys know, man, I mean, it's really slick out here, man. I'm snowing and drive slow. If you start forming the ice on your windshield and your side view, the side view mirrors, you know that there's black ice on the road. To drive slow, really do your pre-trips, man. Really pay attention to your trucks, man. Really forward, back, forward, everything. Just check everything, man. Do a thorough go on duty, check your trucks, forward, back, side, check your everything. Make sure everything is intact. Why that? Well, make sure everything is good to go, because you know you got to drive this truck. You got to live in these damn things, man. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Make sure your truck runs thoroughly, runs properly, and does what it's supposed to do, man. You feel what I'm saying? And I guess that's it right there, man. I'm trying to make sure, man, I ain't. Let me see what else. It's kind of funny, man. I'm just weird on shit. Being prior Navy, and we harped big on safety in the Navy, man, and just preservation type things, you know, just make sure you keep things up to speed and doing PMS and shit like that on stuff. Your gas tank, your little knobs where you open and close it, where you put your fuel in, it's hard to open it up when it gets cold. What you should do, man, is get you some not WD-40, but like some gel, or like not a Vaseline, but like a type of ointment or something to keep it from freezing up in there and rusting up. Because you got to push down on it when you open it up, you got to push down on it. It's hard to turn that thing open and get it open before you put fuel, and you notice that. Get some fuel and put inside, or get some gel and put inside those grooves, so that damn thing will turn. You know, I had that problem when I was in Indiana in Loves, trying to open that damn thing up, man. And I bought this gel. I ain't got it. It's in the truck. I have to show you guys later. But you open it up, you take it, and you put it inside the little grooves in the teeth, and you kind of put it back on top of the tank, tighten it, loosen it, tighten it, loosen it, and you keep doing that till it gets real loose, okay? And that really helps to open and close, because like I said, it gets cold. Another thing too, I'm gonna tell you guys, my heater's getting hot. I'm gonna tell you guys, your doors, when you get inside your truck, when you unlock your doors with your keys and stuff like that, you know that shit freezes up in there, man. Guy showed me, which I don't know, you guys probably, some of you might not know, but some of you new guys might not know. Get you a cigarette lighter. If your key freeze, if you put it in there and you can't unlock your door, it's because it's froze up inside. Don't use hot water. Don't use any kind of water fluids, because it's froze up, obviously. Get your cigarette lighter and take your key, all right, and you heat this key up. Heat that thing up, know what I mean, and stick it in there. Then turn it. If it don't do it, heat it up again, turn it. Heat it up, turn it. Heat it up, and keep doing it until that motherfucker decides to give. You know what I'm saying? And eventually it'll unlock. But what I like to do, man, is just get in that truck, man, and just turn it both sides, not just the driver, but the passenger side also, man. And make sure that you can open up your door, because it is cold out here, okay? So definitely check that shit. Make sure you good on that. What else we got, man? Flat bearers, man, make sure like your headache racks, your strap cabinets, man, make sure you can open and close those. Make sure they ain't locked up and froze up and shit, because it can happen, man, and everything like that. Your fifth wheel, make sure it's oiled and greased up good, even though it's cold. You know, when it's hot, I mean, that oil dries up quick, but still, man, just make sure your stuff is oiled up good. Let me see what else, man. One thing, man, and I'm gonna be honest with you guys, one of my tarps are ripped, and me being lazy, man, just running, man, out here trying to get this money out, trying to stack cheese, stack paper, man. You cannot do your job as a flatbedder without proper equipment, without tarps. If you get, you know, you get loads that are supposed to be tarped wet, you know, the receivers are gonna actually refuse it and not take it. Your tarps, it's better to actually patch your tarps up when it's hot, because think about it, that tarp is made of rubber product, man, so it's easier to tarp. And the epoxy that you use on it to seal your tarp up, it actually mends to the tarp a lot better when it's hot versus when it's cold, because it's hard as hell to fold your tarps up when it's cold. So make sure you keep your tarps patched. Especially take advantage of that when it's warm outside, when it's hot, because it's easier to do that right there, okay? If that makes any sense. Let me see what else, man. your winches, man, that you use to tighten up your loads down. Make sure those turn. Sometimes I've seen them get froze up, man. Your winches on the side of your trailers. Really pay attention to your winches, man. Make sure you turn those. And if they're tight, if they don't turn, get you some WD-40 and spray down in that sucker, man. Make sure it's good to go. When you make your 3 points of contact in your truck, man, your steps, make sure your steps are clean of debris and ice, because they get iced up and shit, man. You step on, I seen a guy slip and bust his ass on that, man. That's crazy. It's just little things like that that mean a lot, that really help you out, man, out here on this road. I ain't been driving a Prime coming on 2 years, and I'm learning a lot of different things, especially when it's cold weather. You really learn how to really, man, take care of yourself out here, man, because it's a jungle out here, bro. I'm gonna tell you, man, brother, it's a jungle out here, boy. It's a jungle, boy. So you gotta really, really be attentive and be adamant about safety out here, man, and protecting yourself, being frostbitten, and a lot of stuff like that. Let me see what else we got, man. Pre-trips, I went over that. Just check everything thoroughly, guys. You know what you got to do, man. I'm just saying, man, I hope I can help y'all and inspire y'all jokers with this video, boy. It's been the new year. It's gonna be better than ever. We ain't looking back. We moving forward, staying motivated, staying positive, never negative. This is Diesel. Appreciate you guys, man. Yay!